here we are kicking off October 2025. Remember the time the Monkees got back together, but Mike Nesmith did not go on the tour? Well, Junkyard tonight is filling in the role of a Mike Nesmith. But welcome, here we are on the Mr. C Diving In channel, Fanboy Cantina, Chai Star G. Welcome one, welcome all.
Hey, we in business. And we're back.
It is good to be back. Before we get rolling, let's take a minute to play commentary from Michaela, a.k.a. Svengoolie Stormer. Michaela says, good evening and happy start of Svengoolie Bonanza Season 2 all from Svengoolie. It is also the start of the Svengoolie birthday season, 11 days and counting. Michaela, so young in the world, not yet making a quarter of a century, but pending happy birthday to you, Michaela.
Very nice. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right, let's pull Michaela's comment and see which other comments we made. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. Got to get the rust off there. All right, so somebody, the man in the center square, the man in the middle rectangle box, got to clicking around the Super 7. Super 7's been doing all right by all of us. There's something for everybody in the house of Super 7. Fanboy G, take us away. What are your latest acquisitions by way of Super 7? And let me bring in let me switch spots here. Let's get the show cooking. Let's get a nice close up on the close up there. What are we talking here?
So at Super 7, it's bodega season. So it's the Super 7 Halloween season. Some new merch was revealed, maybe a week ago or so ago now, and it arrived at my doorstep. I think actually one of these was announced a month or so ago, that being the blind box creature from the Black Lagoon figure. But the star of this show, I think, is the Svengoolie coffin box, and that is square in the middle. And now, I'm sorry, not to be lost in the shuffle. On the far left side, this is a Super 7 reaction figure. They've had Universal monsters before, but what makes this unique is that it's O-ring figure, right? Most of them are 5 points of articulation. This is an O-ring figure, so that's what makes this one kind of cool.
All right, where do you want to take us next? Do we want to do a demo on the coffin lid or on the centerpiece there?
Let's talk about Sven. Let's get the star of the show out of the way. So this is, I believe, the 4th iteration of Svengoolie, of the reaction Svengoolie figure. The first one came out, more than a year ago, I think now at this point.
Definitely more than a year ago.
And that one was very cool because you got it's the first Svengoolie in that 3 1/4 inch scale. Yes. Also, it came with the rubber chicken accessory. Very unique. And then since then, we've received the black and white version, the glow-in-the-dark version, and now this one. If I'm slurring my speech, it's because I bit my tongue earlier. Hopefully it still works. But with this one, it's very unusual in that it's the coffin box, right? How awesome is that? I had expected that maybe it would be additionally boxed or wrapped or something, but no, this is how it arrived from Super 7. So it is truly the coffin box, and if we turn to the side, you can see the coffin, the handles of the coffin.
Yes.
On the other side, obviously matching. At the top of the box, Super 7, right? And at the bottom, what do we got? Reaction, right? Yeah, reaction. So I had not planned on opening this one. I do know, though, that the front lid, I don't know if you can see it. The top part of the box does open. So you might see that there's a little bit of a lip right here. And oh yeah, I can feel it right here. If you just press on it, you might hear the little gentle click. So the front part does open to reveal the Sven action figure.
And now, do you still have it in? Is a plastic sheath coated around it still, or are we
Yeah,
have
it's
that
plastic wrap. It's plastic wrapped.
All right.
Yeah, so it's a little unusual, right? So the UPC code is right there at the bottom, and for anybody who's like looking for this thing, you can. That's really not showing up well. What? Okay. Well, there is the UPC code. I'm guessing that you're not going to find it at major retailers, right? You don't have the hole punch thing right at the top. Kind of different.
Let's see. We have a comment section commenter.
Yeah,
Chai Star in comments. Chai Star on the unbox that baby. So it's your item. Are we sticking more to an MIB Johnny kind of a staying in the box tonight? Is that the plan?
On this one? Yes. On the other two, no. We got to open them up.
All right. Let's hit comments from Michaela, and then we'll get to opening. All right, we hit that one. Then we had a surprise, another Chai Star comment. Let's go late for the comment. Oh man, I'm already okay. So Michaela says, "Wow, I love the Svengoolie Super 7. I hope to get one soon, but Svengoolie has got an early birthday present that I've been waiting for. I will show it on your birthday." Okay. Oh, so now Michaela's doing the teaser and the callback. Very soon, we're going to come around and congratulate Michaela for her telephone appearance. I almost said on the Regis and Kathy Lee, but it's Kelly, Ripa, and Mark on the Kelly and Mark show. So Michaela did an outstanding job being she wasn't in the studio, but she was on the phone. That's super cool. We're going to come back and highlight that coming up. We're also going to highlight Chris Hamby, who's now 10 years on the Silver Screen Reflections blog, and all the October Svengoolie business. We're talking. Michaela's gonna have the costume, saying the coffin art on the box is so realistic, and then we got Chai Star, of course, saying fanboy says no, go to the opening. All right. So now let's
let's talk about the coffin box for a brief moment. I think in one of your shows, Mr. C, there was commentary, there was dialogue about the different versions of the coffin. So I believe this is the current coffin.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah. And it's really wonderfully executed. The color is great. Also for anybody, right, you got Svengoolie, the title at the very bottom, but you couldn't do any better than this, I think.
No, that is some top flight stuff. So in the Svengoolie group on Reddit, that is to say, Nanette has also received her shipment, and she did an unboxing. So if people want to see the unboxed appearance of the coffin, feel free to pass through Reddit and take a look at Nanette's photos of the box. But sticking right here, I mean, yeah, that is like they just shrunk it down off the actual poster or off the actual coffin. And I mean, that's, again, as we've so often said, to maintain the integrity of the details, to define the thing by its appearance and how the quality of the detail work. So this is absolutely for little big things in a little package here. It's definitely nailing it.
Yeah, I would be more inclined to open it if the figure was different. In this case, my understanding or my perception is that it's the same as the very first Svengoolie figure. It's just in a different box. And so since I've already opened that one, or even if it's remotely close, I'm pretty good in terms of the figure itself.
Chai Star, feel free to jump in anytime here with your thoughts on the coffin box art or the either the creature, the card back art or the box art
I'm actually looking up the old coffin and the new coffin. There's like a side-by-side picture of it. Because I'm wondering, is that a skyline of a city where the bats are?
I think it is. I think you're right.
And if so, what skyline is that?
Well, it's Berwyn, hopefully.
You'll never guess, but you will guess who just showed up.
Oh,
It is the Mandarin. So
there you go.
Mandarin says, let's open these bad boys. Well, all right.
That's what I'm saying.
Per the Mandarin, you said so we are going to open up creature.
Yes, we're going to open up creature. Where do you want to start? Creature or creature?
Chai-Star, what would your selection be? With the card back creature or the box creature?
I'd say go for the box.
All right, box it is.
So let's talk about total 7 moment. What's in the box? All right. So we've got several different possibilities here. It's creature from the. Can you see this? It's creature from the Black Lagoon, at the top, and there's a 3 of 12 chance. There's Revenge of the Creature with what is that? The chains on the creature. Yes. Right, so that's a 3 of 12 chance. The creature walks among us. This would be the least desired one for me. Almost to the point of not buying this thing. And then tropical glitter creature, and then the mystery. Tropical glitter is 2 of 12, and mystery is 1 of 12. I got a little bit of lag here. The box itself is really great. I really like the art on this box.
I have to agree. And G, I'm going to bring us off the close-up just for a second. And whatever, there's 3 talking heads around here, so we can cover. But so now this, you got me this. So this is the older edition, so we can cross compare. But I also want to say, so right here on the back, under the Super 7 logo, where it says illustration by Ed Repka. And I remain enamored with the artwork of Ed Repka. And so, I mean, it might, again, as we age, our eyes don't zero in on fine print so very much, but
that's really good.
If this current art is Ed Repka or someone else, whatever the case, it's amazing stuff. Let's come back to bring it up big. So, and again, by comparison, now, as you said, the O-ring. So now we have articulation, mobility at the torso. This older guy, the arms would move, the legs would move, and the head would move. So just 5 points of articulation. But now we also have a movable swivel at the hips there. So that's the impressive innovation that they've added.
With this, so I did look more closely at the box. There is no artist listed, as far as I can tell. There's no shortage of different languages and other fine print, but I am not seeing the artist listed, which is unfortunate because it's a great looking box. With regard to this one, however. At the very bottom, can you see it? It's Jason. Wow, hold on. Jason Edmiston.
Oh, all right. There we go. That's be doing our Google searches later and chasing down to see what else is cooking in the house of Edmiston.
Yeah, but really great. And let me try to tilt it up. You've got the full color art here. Really nice rendition. In the way that they did this with the yellow and the red and behind it, it kind of reminds me of like a G.I. Joe Hector Garrido box art. But instead here we've got the creature. All right. So we said we're going to open up the blind box. Any guesses on what we're going to find here?
Could we just run over the percentages again off
Yeah.
the back, and then Chai-Star and me can try to make a probability guess and also a curiosity guess, I guess.
3 of 12 chance that it's the creature. 3 of 12 chance that it's revenge. 3 of 12 chance that it's creature walks among us. 2 of 12 tropical glitter, and 1 of 12 the mystery creature. What do you think?
Chai-Star, your thoughts? I'll go ahead and I'll say just probability wise, then might as well go with the first creature movie. So the top figure at the highest point on the back of the box that they had.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a Labubu, the brown one.
Yes, you are correct, sir. Yeah.
The creature as Labubu, a boo-boo creature.
Mandarin, if you're still with us, do you have any guesses that you want to drop in the comments section as we're about to? Oh man,
You gotta tap it with like your fingernails.
Mandarin is calling
There you go.
tropical glitter. So now
Ah.
just because I want to see Mandarin's comment come to fruition. Now I'm hoping for tropical glitter, but all right, guy, at your discretion, Mr. Cantina, at your discretion, make it go.
All right, let's open this thing up here. I'm going to go from the bottom. In
Ooh,
this case,
like
my
a cereal
money-
box. Trying to get to the prize earlier.
my bunny is on the least desirable one
The ugly
for
one.
me, which is pajama party creature. That is my guess. Okay. Oh, and now we've got the mystery
More
black
anticipation.
bag. Ooh. Oh my goodness. The excitement. Wow, this thing is kind of hard to open up.
Mandarin is chomping at the bit. Mandarin's
my
like, open
goodness.
that bag.
Yeah. What do we have here? It is. Oh, it is.
Mandy called it.
Mandy
Wow.
called it. It is tropical glitter
Man,
creature.
Does
Yeah.
it smell like fruit or anything?
There is no scent. Yeah.
Oh.
Not a. Not
I'm
a
getting some C-3PO vibes out of this.
It very much is giving those types of vibes. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now we need to ask the Mandarin what are the lottery numbers?
See, we knew Mandarin had powers, but now here's another demonstration of the power of Mandarin.
If there was a second tier of least desirable, it would be this one. This is I don't know if I did an unboxing of the Godzilla blind box, the very first Godzilla blind box. I bought 2 of them, and I ended up with 2 of the glitter Godzillas. One is something. 2 of them is a complete disappointment. But this one at least is unique. I do like the gold color. That is kind of cool. I'm glad I don't have pajama party creature, and so not bad.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but now I want to see like a 4 foot, 5 foot, or a 6 foot, like at an actual tiki lounge, to have that guy like in the back corner as part of the decoration. Mandy is adding that he loves him some glitter. Man.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Yeah, not bad at all. And that is for ages 14 and up, in case you got small children shoving that into their esophagus or whatever. So, yeah. All right. I think that brings us to the Creature from the Black Lagoon, Universal Monsters Reaction Plus. I have never noticed the plus sign.
I'm thinking that's a new.
Well, it's for these. I think.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, the more hyper articulated or more articulated things. Before we open it up, we can take a look at the back. And so this is pretty cool. Horror and thrill show. Is it showing right? Okay. The horror action figures, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Lon Chaney as the Wolfman, and Bela Lugosi as Dracula. Collect them all. You got the hand right there. Creature, name. That is total G.I. Joe, right? where you got the file card on the back.
It is absolutely echoes of G.I. Joe.
So we've got the creature, name Gilman, birthplace Black Lagoon, last known surviving member of the race of amphibious humanoids which flourished during the Devonian Age. The Gilman dwells in a lagoon located in a largely unexplored area of the Amazon rainforest. The creature was known in the natives' local legends as the manfish. And in parentheses, or the quote there, monster born before time began.
Mandy calls it dope. And I got to say, in to take Mandarin's economy of words there from dope, they fit so much of the creature lore right back onto the back of the. So again, similar to G.I. Joe, was packing in a lot of interesting facts or backstory. Yeah. It's great to see that same theme manifest from the G.I. Joe in the old days to now.
Interesting to see it at the very bottom, in addition to the illustrations by Jason Edmiston, hopefully saying that right, at the bottom, you do have the trademarks for, I'm guessing, the Lugosi and Cheney representation or estates, along with Universal itself. So that is good to see.
That could be for further study. Like Rico Browning didn't get his own licensing, as did Bella, as did the Cheney family. Ron Cheney, the current living Cheney, as for was it his dad or his grandpa for Lon Jr. and Lon Sr. But anyway, that's a bit of a tangent. Let's stay the course. All right, have we built up enough anticipation? Are we ready to free the creature from his habitat?
I think so. Just one point of a little light frustration. If you're a mint in box collector, I do generally have a good experience from Super 7 as the distributor, buying it straight from Super 7. I was unhappy that this one was packed at the bottom of the box, and accordingly, the card is bent. So as awesome as it is that it is unpunched, right? If you are looking for a completely pristine, card, it did arrive bent, and that kind of sucks. But it doesn't matter because we're going to open it up.
So even by MIB Master 1979, even by Johnny's own standards, because this one is not purely pristine, it would be fair game then to open.
Absolutely. All right. So let's open this one up. And okay, all right. Wow, that is a really nicely sealed bubble on that thing. All right, and now we've got Gilman right there. Gilman right there in the plastic. We'll do it like this for a brief moment here while I try to figure out how do I get this thing in focus. How do I get this in focus?
I think it's mostly good.
Oh,
we are able to see the.
Hold on. Hold on.
Let's come around.
We're going on. We're.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hold on. All right. Let's. Is this any better? Is this any better?
That's magnificent.
No, it's the same. It looks the same actually. Okay, light does appear to help to a degree. This looks really great. Okay, and we've now freed it. Okay, I got a little bit of concern out of the box, but it does look pretty good. It looks very good.
Can we? Go ahead.
Well, and so my hesitation in the moment was when I felt it. It is an O-ring, right? So it is going to be what it's supposed to be, more flexible, right? More posable. But the risk is that it'll shelf dive, right? That it may not stand. Since you've got the web feet, the unique feet of the creature, you probably have the perfect action figure, at least in the O-ring family, right? To be posable, to be able to stand on its own on your shelf. This looks excellent. Actually, the more that I look at it, there's a good range of posability in the legs, right? The feet do not turn; they are molded in one place. I think that is to be expected. I think the paintwork is coming out a little bit lighter in the live stream than looking at it in person, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. It is a very light green, and so we're not talking about a whole heck of a lot of complexity in paint ops. Here you've got really three or four colors. You've got the off orange or off yellow type of color. It's molded in green, and then you've got a little bit of pink in the mouth, and then the white and black in the eyes. So not a very complicated figure in terms of paint ops or other work. The sculpt work looks quite good. If you can see it in the upper body, for sure. And then I think in terms of maybe now we're looking at the back, and you can see the fins or the gills of the gill man. One thing that is a little bit jarring is the silver exposed joints, not painted at all here. And then let's look on the inside of the leg. Yeah, that's also not painted. Not an issue. Not an issue. But if you're looking on the side, it's more apparent that it's a multi-jointed O-ring action figure.
All right, now, can we get a more test of the shoulder range and shoulder mobility?
Yeah.
And
no.
He's looks like he's at the high dive and he's ready to pardon the pun, dive in and go for a splash.
Yeah. No, it good range of movement. Don't let me go, Jack. Don't let me go. Yeah. Yeah, Gillman looks great. The Gillman is great. Excellent range of movement. The head moves as well, and perhaps not like a vintage collection Hasbro action figure, but in that O-ring type of style, you're spot on right here. I think it looks amazing, really.
Gee, let me bring us back in right here on the wall. From you, I have the Rico Browning signature 8x10. Are we able to effect a one arm forward, one arm back Rico Browning positioning kind of simulated swim move?
Well, I guess so. Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit walks like an Egyptian here also, but this is magnificent all the same.
Yeah. All the cops in the donut shop say,
Well,
Gillman. Yeah. It's not bad. I like it.
All right, let me bring us all back in.
I mean, I think it's an acquired taste. Like I remember as a kid when G.I. Joe Real American Hero came out, I didn't like it at first because the joints were all exposed, right? Some people do prefer the aesthetic look of the 5-point of articulation action figure. Other people prefer the posability that you have with this figure. Some people feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. And I think with this one, it's not something that I have a lot of in my collection. I don't have a lot of horror figures, right? We talked about this kind of thing before, but this is really great. I like it.
I am so glad you picked these up. And now just to kick around a little bit more, Chai-Star, you've been doing your usual business to lurk in the comments here, and you've been sniping in. Have you yet been to your local grocer, and have you picked up a Muppet style Chocula or Booberry or Frankenberry?
I have not. I've been in a in a Cheeto kind of like. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
you're good. You're good. Yeah. I mean, with that one, that looks really
Hey,
great.
th-
It,
hold on, I'm gonna
Mute
mute my
yourself for
yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
You
mic
talk
here.
amongst
Meanwhile,
yourselves. It'll be all
while we're
right. It's
sorting that
gonna
out,
be
if
all
Mandarin
right.
is still with us, Mandarin again, and we got the hotline
Yeah.
scrolling across.
Oh.
I just had it in my hand a second ago, but Mandarin, if you ring the hotline phone, Mandarin, we will pick up and we will have the voice of the Mandarin right here, right now. It would be historical in the works. I don't know how to. Well, whatever. I'll leave
Yeah,
the
that's all right.
screen
That's all right.
just as
So
is.
with the chocula, I did stop at Ross earlier, or I've been at Ross before. Your mileage may vary in terms of your local Ross, but they do have the Count Chocula action figure, not the Muppets version. But I think it's like $12. I don't know who makes it.
I think Jada. Well, Jada definitely makes one. I don't know if there's a different licensed one. Is
Okay.
it like larger and
Yeah.
puffier than? Yeah, then I'm
Yeah.
gonna maybe a white box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jada. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow,
$12. I almost bought it.
that's super cool. And now again, just for reference, last year when we introduced the mascots who don't seem to be sticking around, but again, your classic Chocula, it's kind of amazing that it took this long to have the idea of doing a mashup of Muppets and the monster cereals. But speaking of, so if there were a hard plastic figure or a plush figure of the monster cereals, that would be tough to walk out of the store and not pick up.
I forgot. I do have a fourth item to share.
Oh, bonus
Well,
round. This
I
is
mean,
now the
yeah, okay,
encore.
everybody. Yeah,
The
okay.
monkeys have exited the stage and now return with having had a sip of water or some such. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Now this one, I just I felt compelled to get. This is going to stay on the card. The card is immaculate here, and it looks really great. It's not punched, right? So that is cool. But
I like that it's die cut.
Right?
That's pretty cool. That's
right.
cool.
This, I mean, I was attracted to the action figure itself. I mean, how unusual is that? How many times have we seen it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? And if there's anything that's a standout, it is I Got a Rock, right? And so it's just kind of sad. It's kind of unfortunate what happens to Charlie Brown. It's probably worse for Sally being misled by Linus and the Great Pumpkin. But look at this thing. It is phenomenal. It is very large, right? I mean, you stick this next to Gilman. It is a very large action figure. And I think it's $20. I think it's $20. It might be 25. I think it's $20.
Standard Super 7 range right there.
That's right. Yeah. And, everybody can have their own sentiments about the Super 7 price point and whatnot. I think they also do charge. Well, I don't know. So I think it's $20. Your mileage may vary. It might be a little bit more than that. But how awesome is this action figure with all of the painted on holes here, the two recessed holes for the eyes, and the hands are out, which is great. But then look at this side. The accessories are the trick or treat bag and a rock.
So let me say, I was, and I'm beside myself but nowhere on the box does it say rock not included, for the very reason that there is the rock. One of the most, I mean, be funny if they also did it. Talk about box art. The color on that, I don't know if that's just direct reproduction of Charles Schultz, like that is Charles Schultz art that they just recolored, but that looks so good and so fun. The the oversized eyes on the bat. That is absolutely all the fun Halloween haunted house business you could hope for.
This is I think flawless. This is not an opener. I think you want the card. If you were to open it, we've talked about it many times. I'm not in the business of, well, one, I've dialed back on buying action figures a lot this year in the first place, which is a whole other thing. And then, but even before then, yeah, I typically don't buy more than one, right? One to keep in the box and then one to open. This is one of those types of exceptions where you kind of do want to open it up. You want to put it on your shelf. You want to have the rock accessory that you'll probably lose, right? This is a flawless action figure.
Absolutely. And it makes me curious, how well did they achieve the other Peanuts characters in the upcoming work or in the current releases or all of it?
Yeah. All right, that's the last of my show and tell here. Yeah, but this is a really impressive lineup from Super 7.
Good times again. A lot of good fall activities coming up. Again, there's a whole lot going on in the Svengoolie verse unto itself, but right here, right now, we're focusing on the Super 7 releases. And let's take us back to your Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein and the museum pieces or the exhibit pieces were shown there in the let me get over here in the McDougal's House of Horrors. So this rendering again, courtesy of Chai Star himself. Big McDougal House of Horrors episode we had here tonight. Before we close this out, let's just say we were kind of busy in the beginning, but as we're diving out, look at that wonderful Chai Star work turned animated. Mr. C diving in. We're all diving in and here on a school night in the middle of the week, just trying to have some fun and hanging out. So let me bring us all back in so we can close out. All right. Chai Star, closing thoughts?
That's a really awesome collection there that you got. Especially, I mean, the Charlie Brown one. I mean, that is like, my God, that is like childhood right there. So, yeah.
Let it be known in our cluster here that Chai Star is our lead on all things Peanuts. So I think it's hitting him in just the right spot in the old sentimental ways right there. Fanboy G again. I was when these images came into the group text. Mm-hmm. I was in the best way captivated by knowing that they were landing into your inventory. Again, we got top flight box art. We got top flight contents of the boxes. Closing thoughts.
Paint me like your French girls, Jack.
Oh my.
Come on. You gotta.
It's my only hope that this one time the daughter of Riku Browning is not, or maybe she thinks you're hilarious. That's
yes. It's all in.
You should do Fanboy should do a short of like stop motion animation of the poignant parts of the movie Titanic using those two action figures.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, that's disturbing. That is just
near, far, wherever you are. It's the creature. Yeah. There you go. Well, thank you, Mr. C. This was fun to do. I don't do a whole lot of toys or unboxings, but this one is right up the Mr. C alley, and it's nice to share it with peeps. And yeah, everybody should be getting their Mr. C Dives In merch.
Or your Fanboy Cantina merch, or both. All right, so hey, again, I'm glad we did a middle of the week thing. It's always thank you to Michaela for jumping in. Always thank you to the Mandarin for jumping in. Whoever else might have passed through, glad you came by. Feel free to leave in the comments what kind of Super 7 figures are you looking forward to, or what's in your collection, or what kind of Svengoolie upcoming on the Svengoolie Horizon stuff are you looking forward to? We got a Field Museum appearance. We got a Volo Museum appearance. We got the traditional Nightmare on Chicago Street in Elgin. We're ramping up. We got all kinds of good stuff coming around. But for tonight, we're now exiting the intersection of Chris Farley saying that is awesome and exiting the cross street of Tom Skilling excitement. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm hitting end. We will see you in the near future. Coming around, Fanboy Cantina channel coming around. Mr. C dives in. That is all for now. Good night, everybody, and thank you.